we're going to try a bounce test with as many different things as we can before we run out of battery. Thank goodness for video editing, right? Okay, so we got about 1 yard of yardstick here. That's 36 inches, that's 3 feet. Now if I take this ball and I drop it from 36 inches, how high is it going to bounce? I won't know exactly until I watch the video. I'm going to try to line up the bottom because we want to measure the distance to the ground, not how fat the object is. So bottom the ball. Alright, so how high will it bounce? You think it'll bounce half as high? It's pretty flat. Let's find out. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so it looked like it was about here. So only about a quarter. So we're only getting about 25% efficiency with this stuff. That's pretty terrible. Alright, so 3 feet of drop, only about less than a foot of bounce. That's bad. Okay, so very low efficiency. I got a squishy beach ball. Do you think that's going to bounce as high? If I drop it from the same height, will a beach ball bounce as high as a soccer ball? A flat soccer ball? That was a little higher, wasn't it? Is that what you expected? Why? I wonder why I get a better efficiency out of a beach ball. Okay, so for comparison's sake, all of these are balls, they're spheres. So I have some other spherical objects. We're going to come see if shape, we're going to try to get as much data as we can. Okay, before my battery and my patience and the weather all give up. So this is a squishy Nerf indoor basketball. Okay, so it's very smushy. When you drop it from 36 inches, how high does it bounce? Not very high. Okay. So that guy's terrible. What about this? Tennis ball. Okay. What's going to happen? Oh, that was pretty good. The best yet. So if you want efficient energy return of these 4 that we've dropped so far, then tennis ball is the winner. Okay, so if I drop a tennis ball or I hit a tennis ball, then I will get a farther trajectory. It will go farther if I hit it with a baseball bat than any of those other objects, assuming I hit it just as hard every time. Okay, this last guy is a golf ball. So he is the smallest. He might be heavier than the beach ball. He's probably heavier than the Nerf, the indoor basketball. I don't think he's heavier than the soccer ball, but the soccer ball sort of feels like somebody's wet clothes because it's flat. Okay, so hopefully my yardstick doesn't fall, but here is a golf ball dropped from 36 inches. Whoa! Whoa! Okay, so this is the winner. This is ball has the highest efficiency, the highest return of energy of any of these things, by far. Okay, so what about other stuff? So we know that of these, a golf ball will bounce the best. I didn't ask you why yet. I hope you're wondering. I hope you're trying to figure out why this guy bounces the best. And I'm going to talk a little bit about the differences in the different kind of balls, okay, when I edit this. But this thing is your best bouncer, okay, so far. Is there something that bounces? Is there something that bounces better than a golf ball? So I have a bunch of other random stuff, and I want you to sort of think about when stuff falls, how fast it falls, and why some things fall faster than others. Okay? So we're going to start with a cylinder. Okay? This is a cylinder. It's a can of pears. It is sliced pears. Okay? So if I drop this guy on the round side, how high is he going to bounce? Let's find out. He sort of rolled and bounced. What about on the flat side? What's going to happen? That was unpleasant. Well, okay. That was a waste of time. That was not an impressive bounce. That was very not efficient. Alright, what if I try something like a block of wood? This is a triangular prism. Right? Oh, I guess you can see the results of my test right there. Let's try to drop it on the flat side. Yeah, that was lousy. That thing is a terrible bouncer. If I had the tools to make a wooden ball, you might see better results. Raise your hand if you think you can get better results with a wooden ball than a wooden triangular prism. If you raise your hand, you're right. Now I want you to think about why. So some of these are to think about shape, and how that affects bounce or energy efficiency. This is a box. This is not a product placement, so I won't tell you the brand, but I will tell you I'm taping it shut. Okay, so we're going to try dropping. This is a rectangular prism, empty cardboard box. It bounced, not very well, but it bounced. What about my roll of tape? I wonder how good that bounced. Not bad. Better than the box, right? But wait, what if I drop it like this? What's the difference? What's the difference between dropping it like this and dropping it like this? I wonder. All right, got a couple more things here. I thought that some of you, since you're fans, might want to try PlayStation game. So we're gonna try dropping Minecraft. We'll see how that goes. Some of you have probably done this before. I think that's all I have permission to do. Not so good at bouncing. Might be good for other things. Alright, here's our plastic shopping bag. I have to chase this a little bit. But here's what happens when you drop a plastic shopping bag. Coming to get you. Alright. To help us think about that, I'm going to take our plastic shopping bag and I'm going to try to make it bounce better. What am I going to do to make it bounce better? Well, the first thing I did was I tried to pack it up as tight as I could. And the next thing I did tape it together as tight as I could. So I've added to it. I made our plastic shopping bag into something other than just a plastic shopping bag. See how that affects the bounce. That was still terrible, but it was a lot better. So we're not going to beat the golf ball with a plastic shopping bag. But if we drop it effectively, it does okay. A bunch of other random things. This is an old tube of chapstick that I found. 3, 2, 1. Good old Abe Lincoln. Here's a sheet of aluminum foil. Alright, let's see how this guy falls. No bounce. And you knew I was going to do this, right? You knew I was going to make it a ball. Now we made a ball out of it. So that's going to be a question I'm going to ask you. I'm sure you realize that, right? Oh, that was still terrible. Alright. That was a... Oh, that was still terrible. That was a fail. Okay, I've got a rock. Not so good. Let's try to drop it on the pointy side. A rubber stopper for a chair. to keep it from skidding. So let's see if the material matters. Yeah, I think the result's inconclusive. We try to drop it on the rounded side like we did the can. A little pad of Post-its. Because why not, right? Flat side. I hope you can hear it. It's a book. It's Shakespeare. Othello. William Shakespeare. Alright, how do we do, Mr. Shakespeare? Not so good. All the things Shakespeare did well. All the world's a stage. All the men are merely players. I don't bounce. Okay, so Play-Doh. Green Play-Doh. And I mean Play-Doh like that, not like the Greek. Not the Greek writer. Okay, and philosopher. So will this bounce? Yes. A little bit. Here's a question though. What if I change the shape? Same Play-Doh. Is it still going to bounce as high? Why not? If it's not going to bounce as high, why not? Okay. Exact same Play-Doh, shaped like a little green gross pancake. Is this guy going to bounce? Yes, but not anywhere near as high. Okay, try that again. Let's go back to the pancake. I'll try to drop it on the edge. Okay, green pancake, yummy. Let's try to drop that a little better. Not really. Didn't bounce that much different. Okay. The last thing is I want you to think about what energy does to an object when it hits the ground. So I'm dropping it. As it's falling, it's accelerating. It's falling faster and faster. So as it hits the ground, that's when it's going the fastest. It has the most kinetic energy when it hits the ground, because it will keep getting faster and faster the longer it falls. That's why the higher up it is, the harder it hits, because it keeps speeding up. Okay, so its fastest speed is when it hits the ground. Okay, so we're going to start with an empty cup. I think you can see where I'm going with this, aren't you? Can't you? Empty cup. Okay. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. That was probably better than you expected, wasn't it? Now I'm going to try full of water. So this guy's now full of water. And I want you to predict what you think is going to happen, okay? So, I got a cup full of water. A little less water now. I'm going to stand back a little bit because I don't want to splash my phone, well, I don't want to splash my computer. So hopefully, I can still get about a meter, about 36 inches. And I'm going to drop this. What do you think is going to happen to the water? Is the water going to shoot straight up? Is it going to splatter everywhere? do you think? Do you think it's going to stay in the cup? Do you think it's all going to stay in the cup? Let me ask you that. Do you think it's all going to splash out? Alright, so you're going to have to trust me that this is about 36 inches. You might not be able to see it that way. I'm standing back farther so I don't splatter everywhere. Ready? I didn't slow it down. Okay. Oops. I did not expect that. I guess all the water did come out of the cup, huh? Okay. If you didn't see it, the cup broke. Okay. So this cup, which bounced really well the first time, here another little bit, decided or happened to break. Okay? I lost a piece. Guess I better go find it. Okay, so this is the cup that I dropped full of water on the driveway and what happened to it. Okay? I hope you watch that part again because that was really cool. I'm gonna try. Oh, there's a nice little crack. It's awesome. Okay. I love it when you do an experiment and unexpected things happen, because that means that you've discovered something. Like you're an idiot. Just kidding. like stuff breaks when it has too much mass and it hits the ground. Okay? So I want you to be able to explain why this cup broke when I dropped it. Okay? And I'm going to take a picture of the splatter on the ground, because it's not what you might expect. Okay? I hope you have a lot of questions about this. I hope that if you try this, number one, you get your parents' permission before you try to break cups on your driveway. And number two, make sure you're safe about this. If you do something dumb, like throw a golf ball really hard at the ground and make it bounce really high, watch your face. It's a good way to take a golf ball in the face. Right? We were talking about how golf can be dangerous. Golf can be dangerous because these things fly and they're not real fun to get hit with. Okay? So if you try this at home, be careful. Okay? I do want you to try this, but don't be weird. Okay, don't hurt yourself. Alright, I got a mess to clean up. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a lot of questions.